Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be another fragrance review, and it's going to be Lilac Love from Amouage. This is a fragrance that they launched in 2016, and I've had the pleasure of wearing it for the past few weeks, and I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts. So if you'd like to know what I think about that fragrance, then keep watching. Lilac Love from Amouage was launched in 2016. I don't have a bottle of it yet. I will be purchasing a bottle of it. I've been sampling it or using my little atomizer from Scentbird for this. This is not a Scentbird video, and this is the only time I'm going to be mentioning Scentbird. It is just showing you how I have it. So don't worry, guys. This isn't a sponsored video, and this isn't a Scentbird. Look at the Scentbird. It is literally just, this is how I have the sample. Okay. So Amouage's Lilac Love was something that when I read the notes, I wasn't sure if I was going to like. I was very, very intrigued. It's like a cocoa vanilla floral, and to me, cocoa in fragrances can either be hit or miss. If they're a hit, they're some of the most gorgeous fragrances out there, in my opinion, and if they're a miss, they smell gimmicky and novelty and overly synthetic. So let me read to you the notes in this guy, and then I'll let you know what I think overall of the fragrance, how it wears, its longevity, if it has good sillage, and when it's appropriate, or when I think it's appropriate to wear this fragrance. The top notes in this are jasmine, rose, gardenia, peony, and heliotrope. The heart notes are iris, cocoa bean, and tonka bean, and the base notes are sandalwood, patchouli, and vanilla. Now I'm going to spray this on a sheet of paper because I'm wearing a different fragrance right now, and I want to kind of tell you how it opens because it is really unique in how it opens, at least in my opinion, and I'm going to be able to better explain that if I'm experiencing it right now. The things that I love most about Amouage fragrances is how complex they are. There's always so many different notes playing together to create a beautiful fragrance, which is why I want to kind of explain it to you as I'm experiencing it. I haven't worn this fragrance in a few days, so I just want to make sure that I'm explaining using the right notes. So you guys know sometimes I can jumble notes together, and I want to give you the right notes rather than just try and spout them from memory and maybe get them mixed up. Okay, the first opening that I get from this on this paper and on my skin is I get a very light cocoa, which is really, really nice that cocoa is the first thing that you pick up. I'm getting heliotrope, rose, and iris as well. Now that's what I get in the opening. I do know that as it warms up on my skin, I get more of the patchouli, the vanilla, and some of the jasmine as well, which is really, really nice. And although tonka bean is a middle note, I actually get it way towards the end of the fragrance, and that's when it mixes really nicely with the vanilla and the patchouli. But I wanted to make sure I gave you guys the right opening notes because there's a lot of them. This is kind of like a mix of a really interesting bouquet-esque floral fragrance with a gourmand-esque fragrance with the vanilla and the cocoa. What I love most about this fragrance is that it smells like it's trying too hard, but it's succeeding. Have you ever seen someone who's just been putting so much effort into doing something and they just blow it out of the park and you're like, good job, good work, that was great? That's kind of like this fragrance. It's not an effortless fragrance. You can definitely tell that a lot of thought and time and effort was put into this fragrance, these notes, sampling it and making sure everything played together nicely. It doesn't smell like something that they got on the first try. It definitely sounds like something that took a lot of work and effort, but the end result, at least for me, pays off really nicely. If you guys are iffy on heavy florals, this might not be the one for you. I get a lot of heavy florals in this mixed with the cocoa and vanilla, and I personally think it's stunning, but this is definitely not an easy fragrance to wear. So I would definitely sample this before you purchase it, but if this is the type of fragrance that you love and like, it is fantastic. I also like the longevity that this has. Amouage fragrances in general have about 4 to 6 hours, and I get about 4 to 6 hours of wear for this. In the beginning, I get those beautiful notes. Closer to the end, I still get cocoa, but I get a little bit more of the jasmine, the vanilla, and the tonka bean. Let's see see, what else? Oh, sillage. There we go. Okay. No, this is not, would not recommend this for work or for class. This has beautiful sillage. It will not completely fill a room, but it does have a really nice projection around you. Because it is such a heavy and unique fragrance, and it is heavy on the floral, and it can get a little bit powdery depending on who's wearing it, I would not recommend this if for work, specifically if you work next to someone who's sensitive to fragrances, and I don't know if I would recommend this if you were in a classroom setting or if you were going to the theater. For me, personally, I think this fragrance is a little too heavy for early in the morning, but I think late afternoon and evening is great. It can be evening casual or evening formal. It's a beautiful fragrance to wear just about any place you'd go at the nighttime for like a party or the club or dancing or on a date. I think it would be a wonderful fragrance for that, but I think it's a little bit too heavy for the morning, and I wouldn't recommend this for work or school. Well, I think this is also a unique one from Amouage, specifically because of the cocoa. I think that they did it beautifully. It is, I wouldn't say it's a true gourmand, but it does have a lot of gourmand aspects to it, the vanilla and the cocoa, and you really, if you're a gourmand lover, you're really going to pick those up and really enjoy those fragrances. I don't find it to be overtly synthetic, which sometimes I get with cocoa flavorings, with cocoa fragrances, which is also nice as well, but it is really heavy on the floral. So if you're expecting like a vanilla cocoa experience, I don't get straight vanilla cocoa. It is definitely an afterthought with all of the crazy florals that are in this fragrance. But I think that they come together beautifully, which is another reason why I really like this fragrance. It is a very distinctive, unique fragrance. Again, it's not easy to wear, but if this is the type of fragrance that you love, it is spectacular. I enjoy this so much. It did take me 2 or 3 wears to really appreciate this fragrance in its entirety. So again, this is a fragrance I would definitely recommend sampling, also because Amouage tends to be a little bit more expensive. It's $400, so I would definitely recommend sampling this first before you purchase. But this is something that I'm definitely going to be investing in because it's absolutely beautiful and it's like nothing that I have, and I always like to add those gems to my collection. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and review. I love this fragrance. It took me a few wears to really fall truly in love with it, but from the beginning I really enjoyed it. It is unique and distinctive and hard to wear, so again, I'm going to reiterate, sample, sample, sample before you purchase this. This was not a fragrance I would buy blind. I hope you like this video. If you guys have any experience with Lilac Love, either the women's or the men's, I haven't experienced the men's yet, let me know below in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts. Also, if you guys have any other fragrances like this that are kind of like gourmand-esque fragrances that you'd really like, or beautiful niche gourmands as well, let me know below. I'm always looking for things to buy, so lay it on me. As always, if you like these videos, specifically my fragrance videos, give this a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing videos like this, and also don't forget to subscribe. It's free, and I'm free, and I put out new videos every Monday through Friday, sometimes on the weekends as well, so I'll always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever, and I'll see you next time. Bye!